Beautiful seekers, this is Clarity 1129. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I have a pick a card reading for you, and this might not resonate with everybody, or it's possible that not everyone is drawn to this reading, because for the last reading, Spirit asked me to take 4 piles of cards for you, and there were just 2. So if this reading is meant for you, if you're called to it, if you stop by, then there is definitely something here for you. And if you're not, then well, you won't be called to this reading, all right? This is a very special reading, and I was just called to do it because, when I am deciding what to do for you, I start pulling out cards, and I can try my best to want to do one or the other, but Spirit will always let me know that someone needs this message very, importantly. It's crucial for you. So even if it actually reaches a few people, I feel that, the work is done, because I really need to be able to connect to someone who really needs to hear it. These are all timeless readings, so you may see it when I post it or much later on. This is here to stay. Alright, so you would have seen the thumbnail. I doubt I can write this huge thing on this thumbnail, but today's reading is about what hurt cycle are you breaking free from to live your best life. Alright, so I have written a set of 5 questions, and the last card will be advice for Spirit. We'll be live shuffling the tarot cards, 1 for each question, and then I have pre-shuffled oracle cards for both the piles, which we'll look at as advice at the end of the reading. All right, so what are these questions? First of all, what hurt cycle are you dealing with and trying to heal? So if you're drawn to this reading, intuitively choose a pile. If you're drawn to both, you can hear both. But if you're drawn to one, the first question will tell you whether this is actually your reading. Because sometimes we tend to second guess ourselves and choose the wrong pile. So if the first question doesn't resonate with you at all, then that is not your pile, because the first one tells you what you are dealing with. So if that doesn't hit home, then that pile is not for you. If you're drawn to the other, watch it. If you're not, this reading is not meant for you. All right. The second question is, how can you help yourself tie past this situation sooner and in a smoother fashion? The third question, what is it that you're not seeing? Fourth, what lessons are you being taught at this time? Fifth, what more do you need to know? And last but not the least, we are going to take out advice from Spirit, 1 from tarot, and then whatever I've shuffled here. All right. I haven't kept crystals for you, which is surprising. Let me see. Okay. Okay. These are the crystals I have decided to keep. So let me introduce you to the piles. We have 2 in front of us. One is the Golden Universal Tarot and the Malachite crystal. And pile number 2 is the Wild Unknown Tarot and the Clear Quartz crystal. All right. I'd like you to choose with your intuition. I won't be having the meditation today because we have just 2 piles, and you should be able to center yourself and choose. All right. So I will see you at your pile. Pile number 1. Those of you who've chosen the Universal Golden Tarot or the Malachite crystal, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all doing well, pile number 1. And I don't know, obviously it won't be for all of you, but if some of you are having dizzy spells, because just before I took your pile and was going to press the record button, I just had this terrible spell of dizziness. All right. It took me a while to center myself, or rather orientate myself, to be able to do this reading. So, and that's unlike me. I've just had a snack and I'm absolutely fit. So If there is someone out there, if you've not been sleeping, you need to, work on your sleep cycle. And I have been an insomniac for the longest period of time, and I finally put that energy away. But I've got to be very careful. If I do not follow a disciplined routine, I'll go back into those cycles again. And so one is to connect with the sun cycle, wake up with the sun, and don't reach out for the phone, or even if you do, to check the time, switch off the alarm. Try not to spend more than 5 minutes at that time. If there's anything that's crucial, 5 minutes maybe. Don't make that 5 minutes 15 minutes, because then it just blocks your sleep. And thereafter, go and get some natural sunlight. All right, important. If you can sit 10 to 15 minutes in the sun in the morning, if it's available. Obviously, like right now here we've got monsoons. I haven't seen the sun bright for a very long time. But if you can just sit outside for some time, it's good for your vitamin D, but it's very good for your sleep. And thereafter, at around 10 at night, and I know you might think that's too early, but by 10 start dimming the lights, and put that turn off the blue light on your phone, and make sure if 10 is your sleep time, by about 9:30 you've done your major chatting and whatever else you had to do, and start dimming the light. If there's something very important, fine. You'd rather not do it till late at night, but sleep in time and wake up early and do it. You can wake up as early as 3:30 and do it, but try not to shift your sleep time to beyond 10:30. Try it for a few days, and I'm telling you, you'll be surprised, because I feel that this dizziness, for whoever has it, is because of their sleep cycle, and it's been disturbed for a while. So this was a message that just came through, so I couldn't not say it. And now we'll get to your reading. All right, we'll put down the oracle cards after I've shuffled the tarot cards. But this choice of malachite crystal tells me that you are either about to enter into a period of transformation, or you're there right now, and which is very apt, because I didn't realize it when I picked up the crystal. I was just drawn to that crystal. But the fact is that we're talking about Hertz cycles. So maybe for a lot of you, you're doing healing. Maybe you're going through the dark night of a soul. If that's the case, it's going to be very challenging for you. So I'm sending you a warm hug and a lot of strength to tide past this. Just know, if it brings you any solace, that this is going to catapult you into an authentic life, into a life wherein you actually don't feel like an outsider. You enjoy every bit of it. So if the process is a little painful, just be patient. All right, so we're going to pull out 6 tarot cards from here. I will repeat the questions once I've done the shuffling. This is a recent deck, and it usually shuffles better, but somehow I'm not very pleased with the artwork on it. Oh yeeks, that was terrible. Please tell me you didn't see it. Some form of redemption. Not very proud of that either, though. So this looks like the Rider-Waite, but it's kind of lackluster a little bit. I mean, I don't know whether it's the printing or it's the art in itself. It just feels hazy. All right. So we're pulling out 6 cards. The first one we're pulling out is, what Hertz cycle are you dealing with right now and trying to heal from? So Spirit, what Hertz cycle is pile number 1 dealing with right now and trying to heal from? Okay. How can you help yourself tide past this in a smooth fashion and fast? Okay. What is it that you are not seeing? Okay. What lessons are you being taught at this time? What more do you need to know? And finally, advice from Spirit. Bottom of the deck energy is the Strength card. Okay. We're going to be opening out these cards as well. Is everything coming in good? You get the womb. This also is very relevant to what's happening. Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. Oh my Lord, I love this. Watermelon, have fun with your inner child. You are ready. So for a lot of you, maybe your transformation has been on for some time. You've been dealing with these challenging energies and you're at the final bit of healing, all right? And for a lot of you, you're just going to be stepping out now into your best life. Success. What did I say? Absolutely. Oh, I love this. I'm excited. The energy is gaining momentum. It's getting better and better. Here we are. And dragons, slay them all. The number 6 could be significant. I love this. I absolutely love this. This may not be visible to you. I'll show you the card when we get there. I think the light is following. There's some glare here. Anyway, let us begin pile number 1. What hurt cycle are you working with and trying to heal at this time? And you get the 2 of Wands in reverse. What I get from this is that you are those wonderful people who are very strong, very resilient, and you take pride in the people around you, and you take it as a duty to put yourself after everyone that's dear to you. And whatever be the challenges, you don't talk about it, you pretend it's not there, you lick your wounds in private, and you do what it is that, you do what is required to make everyone happy. What was traditionally described as strength, you embody that energy. Why do I say traditionally? Because now people are understanding that keeping it all within is actually doing no service to you or the people around you. On the surface of it, yes, you're helping them. But if they really care for you as much as you care for them, they would like to know what you're going through and they would like to help you. And if there is a great amount of strength in being stoic at times when people are going through hard times, being with them, but there's also a great amount of strength in showing your vulnerability. And maybe this particular period where you're going through this spiritual awakening, perhaps for some of you, going through the dark night of the soul or just a transformation, you are learning this lesson. And what hurt cycle are you healing from is that you always, when there's a decision to be made, your heart already knows what it wants, but you don't make that decision because you want to first see that everyone's needs are looked after and you come last, and you don't even grudge them for this. All right? And now there is a particular choice in front of you. Just look at that. This person's holding a wand in one hand and the globe in the other. The world is your oyster. You have so many dreams and you want to do it. But you still, when the time comes for you to act, you start contemplating, what about the rest of the people? And then after you do everything for them, and though you don't hold a grudge against them, deep down you feel stuck because your soul is longing for experience. Your soul is longing to get out there. And this is something you're working on. Maybe for a long time you did what everyone wanted, and maybe you even expected that people will understand what you're going through or ask you what you want, but that never came. All right? And now you are beginning healing those patterns in which you wants, your desires, your needs have, not been recognized or not being given priority, and this is something that you're healing at this time. Okay, and it's not to say that the people around you are insensitive, but sometimes what we do is that we make them insensitive by trying to be the bigger person every single time and not letting them pitch in. So this is a lesson for you. All right, now how can you tide past this energy sooner? And you get the Page of Swords in reverse. I feel for a very long while you are nurturing a dream. For some of you it could be overseas travel, for some of you it could be a career, for some of you it could be a person, whatever it is. There is something you desire, and your research is thorough. All right, your research is thorough with this Page of Swords. You've done all the studying, you've done everything, and now you're ready to let go of this energy of finding out, of just looking at what other people are doing, looking at their experiences, wanting the same but not expressing it. Okay, and what will help you tide past this energy is to finally stop just looking at them, but putting your needs, your desires, your dreams, putting it out there, expressing yourselves, and taking solid action steps to, instead of just doing all the spade work. You've done it. You've done the research. You know how to go about things. Everything on paper, theoretically, you are sound. No one can, ask you a question which will go unanswered. You know it all. Action. When will the action come? How will people read your mind? You've got to express yourself. And when I say you've got to express yourself, it doesn't mean that everyone's going to readily accept it. Maybe a few do. Maybe you'll be surprised that one or two will actually say, wow, that's wonderful. Yeah, we're totally in it with you. And there's a chance that someone will say that, what nonsense. And people who say what nonsense are saying it because their level of comfort is now challenged, because you are deciding to follow your dreams. Well, if that is a knee-jerk reaction, or if that's the initial reaction which happens for maybe a few days to a week, that's fine. But if it carries on, then you can see that that's pure selfishness. And you have done enough sacrifice in the past. It's time for you to shine. Your soul is longing for it. All right? What lessons are you being taught at this time? Oh, I love this. The Emperor. You are being told to stand in your power. You are the Emperor. You've got what it takes to make your best life happen. But you've just been adjusting for everyone else, and it's time for you to go out there, to put yourself out there, to work on your dream. And do it with your head held high, knowing that you have the power to go after whatever it is that you want and get a whole lot of success. All right, you are ready to take on this role of an emperor. This is right in the center of your reading. You've done so much for everyone. That's given you experience, that's given you strength. All right, and this transformation, it's actually, if you feel stuck and if you feel that you don't really have it within you, this is, just look at that. Look at this. This is Empress energy, and you have the Emperor here. You are coming into balance, pile number 1. Your yin and yang is in complete balance. All right, if you're not there yet, you're getting there. And the Empress is traditionally shown as being pregnant, and here she's birthing the world. And guess what you get here? The womb. You are birthing something beautiful. All right, you have this, either it's a creative idea or whatever it is. You are, if things are looking bleak to you, stagnant to you, there's a lot happening in the background, a lot, all right? And you are being made ready for this new phase of your life. The energy is gaining momentum. What is it that you're not seeing? And you get the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I think I've switched the question, so maybe there is a reason for this. All right, and we're going to keep it like this for the next file as well. So what is it that you're not seeing is that, maybe your dream was always to be independent financially, living your life on your own terms. And unknowingly, or just because that's the easiest way out, in the sense that to make everyone happy, you've let this dream go. I'm unblocking this energy, and what you're not seeing is that this Emperor is going to tide past the Nine of Pentacles stage, which is halfway a point to the Empress. You are coming into balance. You're going to be financially independent. Your soul is calling you for you to go out there, be independent, reclaim your power. Enjoy your life the way it's to be lived. Let that inner child out. Enjoy, have experiences. You're just stuck in a very limited routine wherein you do the same thing over and over again with a smile pasted on your face, irrespective of your gender. Whatever you're doing to make everyone happy. You prioritize yourself at the bottom of the list. If your turn comes, it comes. If it doesn't matter. New day starts and you just carry on doing the same thing over and over again. And it's time for you to live your best life. Unblock this energy. Why this came in reverse was you've not even realized how you gave your power away, but you did. You may be actually working, earning, but you don't keep anything of it for you. It just goes, just taking care of everyone and everything around you. What more do you need to know? And you get the Ace of Wands. I love this. And look at this Ace of Wands here. Am I seeing correctly where my glasses were? Yes, I am. This is a golden opportunity which the universe is providing. All aces are golden opportunities right from the universe. They are blessings. And this is coming your way because you've done the work, you've done the healing. You are finally mustering up the courage to follow your soul's calling. And so the universe is going to give you a golden opportunity. And you are ready to rise to the occasion. And it's going to bring you loads of success. All right? The energy is gaining momentum. And you know what? With the watermelon here, you're going to have so much of fun. And you're going to be so abundantly successful. And it's all because you are reclaiming your power. You realize you are in complete balance. Your yin and your yang, masculine and feminine, all in complete balance. And you are so powerful. You're going to be so inspirational. Your transformation is going to be complete. And what is the... yes. And with dragons slay them all. Look at this picture, how beautifully it is depicted. And you are this person. You've been wounded, all right? You've had a lot of battles, but your heart is still soft with the number 6 here. And it's in the right place with the strength card, all right? And you are going to handle everything that comes your way so beautifully. Maybe when you say it, you will find some supporters when you make this decision, and you'll find some people don't support you. It doesn't matter. You realize that you're enough because you've been the support for so many people. Why can't you be your own support? You're realizing that now. Advice from Spirit. Oh my God. Look at that. You get the Emperor and the Empress here, and there's this Empress here as well. I love this for you, pile number 1. I just love this for you. You are transforming beautifully. For some of you, if this was all about a romantic connection wherein you had to make a choice, the people around you were not happy, and you've been just eyeing this person, and it's time for you to not eye this person. And maybe this person, if you resonate with the twin flame journey, maybe this person had come into your life before and gone because you didn't know your worth. You're working on it. Now you're coming into complete balance, and maybe that's why this person's coming back. You didn't see your worth before, but now there is this whole new beginning waiting to happen. Now this is not for all of you, because this I'm just picking up now. Alright, I mean, I did have an inkling earlier, but it wasn't strong enough for me. But with this coming out, definitely I believe that. And for the rest of you, it's in whatever area it is in your life. But the main part is that you have done the healing. You know, whatever hurt you have received in your life due to various things that we pick up along the way, there has been one major trigger. For a lot of you, I feel that you've been stagnant in one situation, just trying to hold the peace, you know, making everyone around you happy. But it's time for you to prioritize yourself. And some triggers happen because of which this transformation has begun, and it's about to finish. I mean, the transformation is about to be completed. You are ready. All right, there's a lot of success waiting to happen. The Empress twice and the Emperor. This is no joke. The womb, this is the stage that you are in, and now you're ready. Your ideas are ready to be birthed, because again, the Ace of Wands talks about creativity, ideas, beautiful things coming, you know, which you're bringing out, something that you're really, really passionate about. It may be really etched in your mind's eye. You know what it is that you want, but you've never had the courage to put it out there, and you're doing that now. I love this reading, pile number 1, and I can feel that coming here, reaching this place has not been easy for you. All right, and when you actually put your talent out there, if it is a talent or whatever it is, or if it is your counterpart, when the final result happens, wherein if you actually get into a relationship, you end up in a happily ever after, or it's some creativity, some creative venture of yours which you're putting out there, and then it just, you know, goes viral and everyone's so drawn to you, and you are called an overnight success. But only you know that it was definitely not overnight. There's been a lot that's gone on to make you rise to this place that you are. Very powerful. All right, as added confirmation, there is definitely double Taurus, double Libra vibes here. There is Virgo, there is Aries, very strong, and Leo, very strong. All right, it doesn't have to be, you may have it somewhere in your chart. Even if it doesn't matter. This is the energy you're embodying, but this is beautiful. So get ready for it. If life was you know, really, really difficult, it's basically you're at the end of the tunnel. Okay, the light is there, and I think you're already getting to see bits of it, or maybe you're not, because as they say, it's always the darkest before dawn. Just hang in there, keep doing the work on yourself, knowing that you are a powerhouse. All right, and just know that, and keep doing you, prioritizing yourself, just as you've been looking after everyone else all this while. I love this reading for you, pile number 1, sending you so much love and light. Bye-bye. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Those of you who've chosen the Wild Unknown Tarot and the Clear Quartz, you are looking for clarity. That's your aim, that's your goal, and whatever hurt cycle you're working on, what you want to know, why has this happened? What is the reason behind all this that happens to us? What is it that we are not seeing? You know, you actually going in deeper, digging deep to know beyond this 3D world. Obviously, if you're coming to a tarot reading, you would be with a spiritual bent of mind, but you really desperately, you're seeking the truth. You want transparency. All right, that's what I'm getting from you. Well, I said transparency, and whom do you get here? When I cut the deck, you see the Father of Swords. Okay, so you've been going through, I saw the Ten of Wands on the other side. So you've actually been working on trying to get, this is wonderful. I love it when Spirit does this. If you've been standing upside down trying to get clarity, and you're in the King of Swords energy, trying to logically look at it from every single angle, look at what you get here, the High Priestess. Because you're looking outside of yourself, pile number 2, and all the answers lie deep within. You've got to tap into your intuition. Ooh. All right, we're going to first pull out 6 cards from the tarot. Pile number 2. What hurt cycle are you dealing with and trying to heal from? What can you do to tide past this sooner and in a smoother fashion? What lessons are you learning from this? What is it that you don't see? What more do you need to know? And advice from Spirit. You get 2 cards here. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy, 2 of Cups in reverse. Okay. We also have the River. Mirror. Oh my God, this is beautiful. I'll keep this with it. Or shall I keep it here? Okay. Oh, you get 2 cards. Establish boundaries. Awaken your passion. Peaceful resolution. Happiness. I love that. Hold your vision. Does that come in? Yes. And nostalgia. Focus on the here and now. The number 33 or 6 could be significant. Also 10 and 12. That is 1 and 3. So 3 can be significant. Maybe you'll see a lot of 3-3s or 3-3-3s in the days to come. All right, which tells you that, you know, you're very close to finishing this hurt cycle of yours. But you remember when we opened it, the first time I cut the deck, we saw the King of Swords and the Ten of Wands, and the second time the same Ten of Wands, but with the High Priestess. Everything, there was one time that you were sitting and trying to look at everything logically for this clarity. And then we got the High Priestess telling you that that's not what you need to do. What you need to do is to go within. All the answers lie within you. All right. And with these 2 cards here, the theme is again, take time to reflect. And that's exactly what the River says. That, you know, go deep within, deep dive within. And you are going to be transformed, because all the answers that lie within you, they are enough to transform you big time and give you all the answers that you need. So let's see, what hurt cycle are you coming out from? And you get the 7 of Swords. Okay, so you have been betrayed, and for a lot of you it's a love situation. With the 2 of Cups in reverse, there's someone you thought was a soulmate. You were very invested in this person and everything was going well, and then you were betrayed. And you want to know why. And this person may have ghosted you. You were just betrayed. This person walked off, no explanations, or even if there was an explanation, it was wishy-washy and it's taken you by surprise, or it was as though someone's just pulled the carpet from under your feet. All right. So, what can you do to tide past this energy soon and in a smooth fashion? Magician. Oh, wow. I love this. You are so powerful. Pile number 2. With the Magician card here, you've got everything it takes. All right, you have it all with you. You have the sword, you have the pentacle, you have the cup, you have the wand. All right, and with the infinity symbol, you are going to be in this cycle of reflection and getting your answers from within. There are a lot of things that are going to come to light, and most importantly, you will realize how powerful you have been. You've always been this powerful, but you are coming to that realization now. All right, and when you stand in your power, you don't need this person to come and give you an explanation. you will know exactly why it happened. You don't need to manipulate. You don't need to try any trick. You just know it's all within you. All right. You need to come into balance though, because you have the Two of Cups in reverse. Once you come into balance, you are so powerful. You don't need anyone to give you an explanation. It's time for you to move on from this life, from this betrayal. If you've been stuck here trying to heal this, wanting to know the why, you're being told you're not going to get this answer from outside of yourself. So if you're waiting for this person to come back, it's not happening. It's not happening till you actually don't want it anymore. Maybe that time it'll come and you won't be interested. But right now, whatever you need, you are going to get it from reflection. And you are going to give yourself that closure. And you are going to realize that you spent enough time and energy on something that was meant to trigger you so that you find your power. And now you're going to come into that power. All right, what lessons are you learning at this time? Eight of Cups. That when it's time to walk away, it's time to walk away without looking back. That's it. That chapter's over. I'm walking away now. It no longer serves me. There was a time it gave me the Two of Cups. Now I'm just not fulfilled here. I'm not going to stay in a place where I was not wanted, where I was treated like a choice. And I don't want closure from here. I'm giving myself closure. And do not harbor resentment. With this established boundaries here, I feel when this relationship has started, you started as two equals. Maybe you started pouring in more after that. Then this person sabotaged because they were getting triggered and they walked away without another word, leaving you to be wary of other people, to not trust again, to not be in any other relationship again, to look at everything and everyone with suspicion because you needed to heal. Maybe your childhood wounds of abandonment, for some of you, you could have had issues with your parents. Maybe, you had to deal with the pain of just living with one parent. It could be so many different things for different people, and you will know what it is. And sometimes both the parents would be there, but they'd be so busy working, not being able to communicate, and even though the parents want the best for the children, they may not always communicate it. And what that little child absorbs is not what the parent intends, but you never know. And so you may feel betrayed, and this person walking away was a trigger for all of that to come to the surface. But now you're going to stand in your power, and that is the only way to do it. To realize that you have everything it takes to live your best life and to give yourself that closure and get clarity on the situation. And it's time for you to walk away. You're being told to understand when you're needed in a place and when you're not. You've also got this card here, Hold Your Vision. So if you look at Hold Your Vision and if you look at Eight of Cups, this dilemma may be there in your mind a lot. Till when do I hold on? When do I let go? All right, but this vision, I feel very strongly, it's got nothing to do with this person, but it's got to do with something, got to do with your creativity. You've got to move on. If you had a vision of a certain amount, a relationship full of love, hold that vision. Just don't wait for this person. You can have that vision with someone who's meant for you, who matches your frequency, who appreciates you for who you are, where you don't have to be someone else for that person. You just be you, and they get you and they love you like that. And this is what you're learning to walk away where you're not respected, where you're not loved, where you're not wanted, where you're just an option. No, you're learning to walk away. You're learning self-worth. And you'll still get it all, the happiness and your vision of a beautiful life. It's going to work perfectly because you're learning how to set your boundaries and you're awakening your passion. You're doing things that you love, and you're going to bring a lot of love, happiness and passion. Everything that you need in a relationship, if that's what your focus is on, is going to come to you beautifully, and all the answers are within you. Don't wait for this person to give you. And for a lot of you you've been thinking about this person over and over again, discussing with your friends how it was so beautiful when it was there and whatever, you're being told to focus on the here and now. You've done enough of playing out all scenarios in your head so that this happens. It's not happening. It's just not happening. As painful as it sounds, sometimes, they say the truth hurts because it is the truth and we don't want to deal with it. But the truth, whether it hurts or it doesn't hurt, is the truth. You can't change it. If this person comes later on sometime in your life, with this peaceful resolution, maybe one day, someday in your life, you'll have a peaceful resolution with them. But in this case, I feel this peaceful resolution is in your own mind, in your own heart, where you've given yourself the closure. You've reflected and you've changed your way of looking things from the King of Swords to the High Priestess. And you've got your answers within and you've made peace with the situation. You're ready to walk away from there. You're owning your power. All right? And you know that the best love there is, the best life there is, the universe will provide for you because you are powerful and you know how to get what you want. And enough of nostalgia. What is it that you don't see? Son of Cups in reverse. You don't see what a precious soul you are. You don't see that there's so much of love to give, but you're not able to give it to anyone because you're stuck here. Maybe when your friends ask you, you say, yeah, I'm looking for love, it's not coming in. I've done a reading recently, How to Find Love. I'll link it in case you've not seen it. And in that also there was a group which hadn't done the work. They're looking for love, but actually they're in this Four of Cups energy where they're not looking for love, they're just saying it. Maybe you're like that. I'll just pause the video. That interruption was longer than I expected. So what were we talking about? We were talking about the fact that you are not ready for a new experience. You may be telling yourself to now walk away from things, but you are stuck here. The healing is not complete yet. So you don't see that there may be so many beautiful relationships waiting to happen, not just a love relationship, but even others, but you generally closed off because you are waiting for the answer to come from this person. And you, with whatever is happening right now, you are healing this energy and realizing the answers are not coming from outside of you. This person is definitely not giving you an answer. All that you need to know comes within you, and you know that now it's time for you to walk away from here. That if you've been closed off, it's time for you to open your heart, your beautiful heart again, and I'm unblocking this energy for you. What more do you need to know? The Sun. Oh my Lord, look at that. There is so much happiness waiting to happen. This is the most positive card in the deck. And you have this happiness with this. There is so much of happiness waiting to happen. Everything is going to be so beautiful for you. All you need to do is carry on this healing journey, heal this hurt from this relationship. Realize that, you don't have to send them resentment or hold resentment for this person, send them hate. No. Understand they were in your life for a reason. They may have triggered your abandonment wounds, your lack of self-worth. They've done their bit, they've walked off. They have to do their own healing. They are not meant for you. If they come back into your life right now with your healing not done, their healing not done, it's going to take from you and a whole lot, and the universe is not going to allow that. So it's time for you to understand your worth and walk away from places that don't understand your uniqueness, don't love you for who you are. You owe that to yourself. And so much happiness waiting to happen, all right? And the lessons you're being taught apart from walking away is also to establish your boundaries. So don't be resentful of any and every connection hereafter, all right? Because you have a vision possibly for a very beautiful life, your 10 of Pentacles or your 10 of Cups. Hold that vision. It'll come. It'll come when you know your worth and when you know how to establish your boundaries, all right? There's beautiful, beautiful life waiting to happen. Double confirmation with the sun and the happiness. Advice from spirit, and you get the Fool in reverse and the Judgment in reverse. Look at that. Just look at that. If you don't do the healing with this Judgment in reverse, you don't get your new beginning, which is the Fool, because the Fool is also in reverse. And this is your message from spirit, and both these are major arcanas. Just look at that. We've got 3, 4, 5, 7 tarot cards here, of which you've got 4 major arcana. Beautiful energy, but you need to understand that the work needs to be done. And if you don't work on yourself, if you don't see how powerful you are, if you don't understand that the answers lie within you, and if you keep staying stuck, hoping this person is going to come back, they're not going to come back. They're going to live their life, and you will be stuck, not, reaching this place of happiness, living your life beautifully, awakening your passions, having a beautiful new relationship with another person who's meant for you, a new beginning for you. You're going to block all of that if you don't do this healing, if you're stuck on this person. All right? The peaceful resolution that is waiting to happen will happen within you when you tap into that High Priestess. With this Mirror Guardian here, take time to reflect with the river here. I want to read this river. I did not read it for pile 1, but I feel like reading it to you because it's. I feel you're going through a lot of pain and you're finding it very difficult to let go of this person. There is a reason so many rituals of change and rebirth take place in the river. It is forgiveness embodied in physical form. Without asking anything in return, the river washes away what is no longer necessary, smoothing over sharp edges and accepting all our mistakes and grievances. Once we step in, we are no longer in control. The river carries us further down the stream of transformation than we plan to go. Its waters have a special gift for reflecting back to us a new and dreamlike vision. Once the tears have passed, we see ourselves as we haven't before, with a little more lightness, grace, and fluidity. Keep in mind, the you that stands within the river is the real you, full of deep emotion and potential, nothing to hide, nothing to judge. May you drink in the sight of your true self. Beautiful, very beautiful. So, this person has broken your heart, and from those cracks in your heart is where the light is coming in, and you're getting to tap into your inner world, your High Priestess energy. Enough of logic, enough of trying to look outside. You're being taught self-love, self-worth. You're being shown the power you hold, and there's loads of happiness waiting to happen. Don't be stuck in the past. You have your whole life ahead of you. And when you start living your best life, maybe this person comes along because they would have done the healing too. And if they do, I very strongly feel that it won't be important to you anymore. And you just might either, strike a friendship again or really not be very interested, because that chapter, it had to teach you something, it's taught you, and it leaves. And this chapter is telling you to not stay in a place where you're not respected, where you're not wanted, where people don't understand your worth. All right? I know this is difficult energy, but believe me, what's coming after this is beautiful. I'm going to unblock these cards as well. All right, so we'll put it like this. There will be a judgment, and you will have your new beginning. All right? And don't think of this judgment as a second chance with this person. No, it's not happening. This is you realizing the powerhouse you are, you transforming, you being given a second chance from the universe to live your best life, and you're taking that risk, and that's going to bring so much happiness. I am sending you so much love and light. Pile number 2. Take good care of yourselves. Bye bye.